listening to the Space Police Podcast, your weekly source for all things Destiny.
Hello and welcome to Space Police, Episode 5. My name is Christopher Puner, and with me this week I'm joined by the one, the only, Cody Nutham.
Hey, guys.
The also one and only, equally unique in his own special ways, and I highlight special,
Hawaiian. He means Hawaiian.
Skye Terrence Fitch.
Aloha.
Affectionately referred to as Terry by people that don't care whether or not that he has a bad opinion of them. That's me and Cody.
Sure.
Cody and I?
Hey, Terry.
Hey, Terry. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Shout out to all of our supporters on Patreon, or
Thanks,
patrons
guys.
as they're referred to. Shout out to William, Tyler, Billy, Lazy, Joshua, Blooper, Anthony, Brent, Dylan, Michael, Lucas, Elias, Kenny, Jonathan, Vaughn, Ashley, Peter, Chris, Clint, Joshua, Andrew, and Derek. Thanks so very, very much for your support in the month of January. Hopefully we can keep you around February as well if you'd like to get a little extra love from us and also some cool benefits for being a patron, such as a patron-specific podcast that comes out on the first of every month to those of you who are nice enough to support us on there. Go ahead and check out our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/WarFinch for more information and all that jazz. Thank you.
Much appreciated, sweetie pies.
Cool. So, hey, welcome to the show. This is kind of a big week of stuff for us to cover. So bear with us as we kind of, slog through. It'll be exciting. I don't mean to say slog as in, like, boring. I mean to say as in there's a lot of stuff for us to cover. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, but
It's going to be fun.
before we get to any of the really important stuff, let's talk about the less important stuff, like what the fuck we've been doing with our weeks, Destiny-related or otherwise. Let's start off with somebody that I know is less exciting than mine or Skye's. Cody, how's your week been?
You're an asshole.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine. A lot of casual playing. Played a good amount of Iron Banner. Got that rank 4. Got some new equipment for my hunter. Boosted that up a couple light levels, so now it's pretty equal in comparison to my warlock. It's just like one, maybe 1.5 light levels below it.
Okay.
Also boosted up my Titan a couple light levels too. Got a 310 rare artifact from the banner, so I beefed up my good old Titan. Now he's almost at 300. Oh boy! But
Oh, boy.
yeah, just some casual crucibles. That's really about it.
Is Iron Banner really, really casual, though, Cody?
When you're by yourself, it is.
Absolutely. That was the right answer. That was the only acceptable answer.
When it's the three of us, shit gets heated.
It's still pretty casual.
Yeah.
Let's be real. I think the only person that takes it really super seriously out of the three of us has to be Skye.
When I say it gets heated, I mean Skye gets really heated.
It's because he's undeniably the most competitive out of all of us when it comes to video games.
I can't handle it.
No, it's okay, man.
There's some days, man.
You should have heard him earlier today.
Oh my god.
He was like, he was literally about to rage quit. He's like, I'm gonna uninstall, dude. I'm gonna uninstall.
I'm gonna uninstall from a console game.
Yeah. Yep.
Actually, the funny thing is that you can do that.
Yeah.
Which is super funny. That's
always a
little
joke, though,
ridiculous,
when I
dude.
get
That's
that pissed
a little-
off. Like
that's a little ridiculous.
sometimes I wish
salvage.
I want to buy like a punching bag that I could just like sit right next to.
Yeah.
So when I get really
Yeah,
pissed
just-
off, just beat the
It's
shit
the
out
shape
of it.
of a multi-tool.
Yeah, it's a Oh my god.
Oh my god! Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be great.
But anything else, Cody? I'm sorry. Besides casual playing and Skye raging and
listening
making your
to
week.
about 50% casual play, 50% listening to Skye yell.
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
good.
pretty much.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. That's it.
Yeah.
How about outside of Destiny? How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I'm great.
Oh, okay.
It's just great.
He doesn't know how to answer that. He's
doesn't.
not sure. He's like, I don't know how much detail I'm supposed to go into. Like, what should I actually say? I don't really know. That's
Well, there's
okay.
a lot there,
That's all-
probably.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. But beneath the surface, Cody is just an enigma of everything.
You don't know me.
I mean, I know you. I know you
Yeah,
pretty
I know.
well.
I know.
I think. I don't know. Maybe I don't know you at all. Maybe this entire
What's my middle
time-
name?
Your middle name?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's
I
what I
have no
fucking thought,
idea.
Douglas. Come on, Douglas and Terrence.
Because I've told you. Fuck
Huh?
you.
Huh?
Fuck you. You've never told us your middle name.
Yeah,
I
I don't think so
I don't think
either.
that's ever been information that's... You should make it public right now. What's
What are
your
you,
middle name?
my girlfriend?
What's your what's your first initial of your middle name?
X.
X?
No.
X-No? Is that real?
Is that a real name?
No, it's M.
M. Matthew.
No.
McConaughey.
McConaughey.
Oh, shit, dude. Damn it. I didn't think you were going to get it. I didn't think... It's McConaughey, Midas Multi-Tool. Mo.
All right,
Cody,
Skye.
McConaughey, Midas Multi-Tool, Mo.
Skye, save me from this, please. How did your week go?
Yeah, how'd your week go?
Well,
Well,
it went great.
do tell.
A lot of course, PvP
You don't
because
say.
there's not much of the PvE I can do right now besides the hard mode,
Vanguard
which
Heroics?
we did do.
Surprise.
Oh,
Surprise.
it was awesome.
We finally did it.
yeah, we didn't
Yes.
finish.
We, as
it.
in
we got to
Skye
orcs.
Oh,
Christopher.
Skye and I did it.
Yeah. We got up to orcs, but
Yes.
there was a lot of failures, and then people just started leaving.
By a lot of failures, do you mean there was a lot of fail attempts, or we had a lot of failures in our fire team?
Both.
A little bit of both.
We had a lot of what we call squeakers. Now
They were referring. It was really funny because it was kind of like a meta situation in which these young children were referring to other young children as squeakers, and they were just as bad as the people they were describing. And then halfway through, I feel like at the end of orcs, because they were completely fine up until then, and when we started experiencing failure, then their like level of maturity dropped pretty drastically.
Yeah, it did.
And then somebody called them a squeaker, and then the kid who talked with the lisp got really upset, and I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. I had to mute my mic, and I couldn't. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I wanted to be like,
wasn't it
listen
me?
here, dog.
didn't I say that though?
Yes,
I
yeah,
was-
you did. You
I
said
was
something
the
about
one-
Squeaky's like, excuse me? And he was like, yeah, what? You didn't mean you, man. Don't
Yeah, I
worry
was
about
just
it."
like, so that's
what I thought,
that's
sketch.
what a squeaker sounds like. And the guys just got all salty about it.
Yeah, he did. It was really great.
But it was
funny.
bad. It was annoying. So I had to say something. I'm like, this is get out of here.
I guess. I mean, we'll talk more about group etiquette later on in the show. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, what did I?
What did you get?
I got 2 320s, which were the machine gun and my artifact. Yes, and then I got a 311 chest piece for the hard mode Dark Hollow one.
Mm-hmm. You got a 311 hollowed piece? That's like the worst roll you
Right?
can get. That's-
Right?
I'm
I was
really
pretty pissed
sorry.
about that. But
I'm really
I thought-
sorry.
it was higher than my
It's 311.
310. So
I thought it was 312. I looked at it earlier.
I think it
That was one of
was
them,
it?
Whatever.
I don't know. Either way,
Whatever. Same thing.
my light level's 312 now, which is
312.
nice.
And Chris, what's your light level? What's your
His is
Oh, it's 313.
313?
Yeah, he passed
312?
me. He finally
Yeah,
passed
well,
me.
we were having a discussion, which I feel
Wow.
like is actually a good one to have, maybe to mention right now. It was that while I did pass him up in light level, and he has spent about twice as much time on the game, we came to the conclusion together that whenever we do meaningful things, it's together. So it doesn't.
for pieces.
Like when we do raid and
yeah.
stuff like that. So it kind of makes sense. That's why I've been on par this whole time. I just got a little lucky in this. I had a shit ton of stuff this raid. Yeah.
I got quite a few things, but they were only around like 310, which I already have.
Yeah.
I'm 310
Yeah.
like with everything now, at least 310.
Mm-hmm.
But well, I got that 320 machine gun. I love it.
Me too, man.
Love it. It's so awesome. Machine guns are great in PvP, by the way.
They are.
They're
They're fantastic.
awesome.
Yes.
But other than that, we didn't do trials this weekend. I kind of wanted to because the level was really good. Like
Watched
what
that
level was
stream
it?
for like 2 hours.
Yeah, what level was that again?
I don't know. It's on Venus. Black Garden. That's it, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That looked like a lot of fun. I wanted to play it, but
Yeah, but we ended up watching
Prod.
streamers.
Yeah.
Watch Prod play for
yep.
a good few hours instead of actually doing it ourselves. 'Cause I don't know, but there's stuff to be gained from watching streamers like Prod. It's you pick
yeah.
up a couple
Oh,
of
yeah.
things.
But I also got to rank 5 with my Titan for Iron Banner. All I got was a freaking 310 shell. That was it.
A 310 shell?
Yeah,
That's shitty.
it is. I got that last time, but you know what? Oh, did I get that? I don't know. I might have gotten an exotic, but it was sent to my mail. Because I remember going to my mail and I saw an exotic after I turned it in, but I wasn't sure if it was from the strike that I did earlier
Yeah.
or it was from him. But I'm thinking the strike because...
Probably the strike.
Yeah.
Three of boys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just a lot of PvP here and there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's pretty much it.
All right.
Yeah.
Time for me.
Do it.
All right. So I also did the hard mode raid. Spoilers. You knew that. And what Skye didn't mention was that we did the hard mode raid, right? All the way up to Oryx, like you said. But we also did challenge mode War Priest.
We did. I
We
remember
did.
that.
And funny story, actually, after the first damage phase, I died, and they still finished without me. I actually left, got a snack, and came back, went to the bathroom, changed my laundry, came back 5 minutes later, and they were just finishing it up. It was great. And then I got so much fucking shit from that drop. So I got my 310 artifact finally, which is great. For the other parts of the raid, I got 316 Harrowed War Newman's boots, which is great. I needed that upgrade. I also got the Harrowed Quilliams Terminus, the machine gun, the Harrowed version, 320. And then also, I popped 3 of coins, got an exotic chest engram, and I was like, what could this be? What could this be for me? It was a Twilight Garrison.
Waiting for.
It was a fucking Twilight Garrison, and I just
You were
about
so
lost
excited.
My mind.
You were
I was
so excited.
so jazzed. I've been wanting it since I got 2 of them. Fucking dick. But it's 310. I mean, I'll use it in PvP and stuff like that. But I mean, I have a 310 legendary round right now, and I was trying to figure out if there was a way for me to free up my other exotic slot, because I have exotic.
Which one do you have it for?
I have exotic gauntlets on right now. No backup plans, which is really great because it does a bunch of stuff. Shotgun kills trigger force barrier.
Okay.
Yeah,
but isn't that? I
melee
thought that was
attack
only
speed.
for defender class though, because you can only have that.
It is, and I was only using it because it was my highest light level thing, and it made sense when I was trying to maximize light level at the time.
But you were
I
playing.
might actually infuse it into another pair of gauntlets, like the Trials of Osiris one.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I did with mine.
A number of them. I probably could even just do the raid arms too, but I don't want to. I will probably do the Trials of Osiris. And I actually infused my Trials of Osiris chest piece up to 300 as well, which is great. But yeah, I got my Twilight Garrison. Finally, I'm so excited to take it in when we do Trials this upcoming week and stuff like that. But yeah, hard mode raid was great. Real life has been fine, been fun. Work overtime this past week.
Yeah.
Wanted
Well,
to
I got 3 days off, so
I hate you so much.
pretty sweet.
I hate you so much. And that's pretty... I think that's pretty much it, I want to say. Important wise. Oh, I did Iron Banner as well, but I didn't get nearly as far as these guys did. I was too busy doing other stuff this week. League of Legends, ranked, stuff like that, you know. Listen to LeagueCast if you care about that sort of stuff. I'm not going to bore you with it now. We have too much stuff to cover. And let's talk about that, shall we? Let's go into our news section.
Boy, oh boy.
So we talked about it last week. Oh, actually, I don't want to get there first. First things first on the real list. The second thing is Trials of Osiris, February 5th through February 8th. It's coming back again. Those are the specific dates. It's on their calendar. Crimson Days. This is what we talked about last week. Let's talk about it now. We finally have dates and we have more details. Let's dig in, shall we? Yes. Crimson Days, February 9th through February 16th. Crimson Doubles is the PvP playlist that you're going to be playing. You're just going to be playing with one other guy or girl of your choosing, one other guardian. Crimson Days celebrates 2 guardians united against the competition, watching one another's backs and becoming legend together. A Crucible Fire team, forging bonds of teamwork and friendship that even death only strengthens. Form a fire team with a friend and confront all challengers in an all-new 2v2 elimination mode. These are the details we were looking for before. Elimination. Win 5 rounds against the opposing team to secure victory, kind of like a 2v2 version of Trials of Osiris. The all-new Crimson Doubles game mode will be available for a limited time beginning February 9th, 2016, and ending on the 16th, 2016. Launch Crimson Doubles via the featured activities season available in the director. You must be in a fire team of 2 players that play Crimson Doubles. Seems exciting as shit.
Heck yeah.
I'm super excited.
Super excited.
This is going to be too much fun.
New quest and new bounties, as there are with so many of these things, kind of like what they did with SRL. Lord Shaxx is an all-new quest and brand new bounties for guardians willing to forge themselves in Crimson Doubles combat. Visit him in the tower to obtain them prior to starting your matches. And you're probably wondering, why would I bother doing this? Lovely loot. Complete Lord Shaxx's Crimson Bonds quest for a new Crimson Days emblem. They look pretty dope. Play Crimson Doubles for a chance at new shaders and new ghost shells. One of them Cody was looking at.
Chocolate.
It makes your ghost
There's
look
a chocolate ghost.
look like a chocolate
The other one's
ghost.
like a shiny, sparkly red or something like
Yeah.
that, or pink. I
No, the
don't know.
chocolate one looks
adorable.
dope. This one looks really cool.
Lovely.
And they can
fantastic.
Just want to eat it up.
they can all drop at up to
320 light.
Yep.
Wow.
crunch down a crimson candy to buff yourself and your fire team. When a guardian consumes a crimson candy, they share a crimson connection with all of the other members in their current fire team that boosts experience gain on all equipped weapons for 30 minutes. So
only one of you do it, and you both
no,
get it.
all of you share together. Wait.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
if one person eats it, everybody gets like boosted
Yeah.
experience. Is
Yes.
what I believe it says.
So if you're gonna hang out with your buddies, maybe meter them and trade off and stuff. If you plan on farming with that,
Yeah.
Eververse restocked with a bunch of new stuff. Tess Everest has added a couple of new emotes to the Eververse store. Get down with the new awkward and strange dances. Give a special secret greeting or fist bump to your Crimson Doubles partner, or charm potential new friends in the tower when you're looking for a fire team. Holiday emotes may only be available for sale for a limited time, but once purchased will always be available for your guardians. So the fist bump is really cool. I like the interactive stuff. They were talking about high fives a long time ago as well. Fist bump sounds fucking sweet.
yeah, it does.
Even if I do nothing else, I think I'm going to pick that one up. But the awkward dances.
Oh.
Yes. We had to do a little bit of education before this show, and I showed good lad Cody over here.
Hi.
The Hotline Bling music video of Drake dancing like a grandfather.
Throwing pepperonis on a pizza.
Yeah, it was pretty great. That dance when he gets down low, and the one that you probably see on all the GIFs and memes and shit online, that's going to be one of the dances that you can buy. And
God damn it.
it might be Cody's first silver purchase.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
It's pretty
sweet.
goddamn goofy.
it's
Like
pretty fucking funny.
I passed up on the jazz hands. I don't know if I
Oh,
can
I'm
pass up
sorry.
on that one.
I don't
No,
know.
it's
I don't know
fine.
how
It's
you
fine.
passed
my,
up on jazz hands.
My
It's
blow
still
kiss
got me.
is all I need.
And it's still
It's a thank
appropriate.
you. It's a thank you, and it's a fuck right off.
God.
They hate it. They hate it. You kill someone and you blow a kiss at them, they have to teabag you afterwards.
They lose their mind.
That's what happened earlier. I blew a kiss at this warlock, and he angrily teabagged me, of which I returned the favor when we won.
Is there a way to not angrily teabag? Can you lovingly?
You can
teabag
lovingly
somebody?
drag your balls across their face.
I
like,
guess I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Maybe
I'm
you
sorry. I
sit-
respect you, but
You crouch down and then
I have to assert my dominance.
start
with
dancing
my
after.
Maybe
balls.
celebratory teabag,
Yes,
but you're including them in the celebration.
exactly.
By
so it's
dancing.
less.
It's less
I
invasive.
guess. Yeah.
It's less, I guess. Skyfish 2016.
Well,
Terry.
moving on.
Okay, I'm
Terry.
sorry.
No, it's cool. I just really want to talk about the after the emotes, the new buff
Okay.
that you get in the Crimson Days. Because I read this and I got real excited about that one. But the broken heart buff or state or whatever it is. But when you die, or no, well, one person out of the fire team dies, and then the other person. Let's look at these notes here. Broken heart. In your vengeful state, you will be faster on the draw and much quicker to recover from any damage you take. Use this boost to avenge your partner and keep your dreams of victory alive. The broken heart buff will last as long as until you revive your comrade, until the match ends, or you fall yourself. So pretty much, your friend dies, and you're like, all right, fuck this. I'm gonna Superman.
Go Super Saiyan.
It's gonna be great.
Kind of.
You're gonna be able to run around right quick and shoot him in the head and stuff.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Shoot him in the
Yeah, I
head
want
and
to see
stuff.
how much it increases like your movement speed and whatnot.
Yeah, we'll see how it is. I don't think it's gonna be
And like if
crazy
it
out of
like
hand, but
if it'll like if you'll like get like a I don't know like a red aura around you or something
I would
like
assume.
that.
I mean, they have so we're pulling most of our notes are from the actual page on the website, the Crimson Days page. They have like a full feature thing with a bunch of pictures and stuff like that. That's where we gleaned the whole Hotline Bling dance emote, and they have a whole bunch of listings and also that cute picture of that chocolate shell. But you can go there and they show a couple of illustrations of like Guardians doing shit. It's all Valentine's Day theme. But yeah, the one where they're talking about the broken heart thing, he's all like on fire and crap, like KO Ken times 20. Looks awesome.
Fuck yeah.
All the Dragon Ball Z references today.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Crimson Doubles. I know the three of us are pretty fucking excited about it. And they did say in the original post that you can have more than one doubles partner. So we'll probably just have to, round robin. Or
Yeah, we'll just
trade.
switch off and jerk each other.
we all
That's
have
fine. We're in an open relationship in
Yeah.
PvP
Yeah.
combat. That's fine.
couple side
Maybe
bitches.
we'll get Steve in there. You know,
Yeah.
really just swap things around. Dylan.
Oh yeah, hey, Dylan was on our hard mode raid with us. Shout out to that guy for putting up with our shit.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Miss you, Dylan.
But so, what do you guys think about it being like a featured 2v2 format? Because I mean, doubles does come around every once in a while, and it's fun. It's great. But this is like
doubles.
a feature. This is a featured thing, and it's weird that they're going away from the six man party special events and the 3-man party special events. Like this is their first kind of like big deal thing in a group of 2.
I mean, I really love it because ever since 7th grade in Halo, doubles was my favorite ranked playlist. Because, you know, I don't know, I feel like that's like, it's really good to like, because it's so easy to tactically like, you know, coordinate with just one other person. And I don't know,
Definitely.
I feel like it doesn't, like, it's really equal. Like, just, you're not by yourself, you've got one other person, it's just 2v2. Like, I don't know, it's always really competitive in 2v2. And I just personally am biased towards it because, you know, ever since the days of Halo 2, 3, etc., I've always been a fan of doubles. So when I get the chance to play it in Destiny, it's just, oh, thanks, Bungie. Thanks for the memories.
But the argument is often made that 3v3 is much more balanced than 2v2 is.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
the main points are basically that there's the 3 classes and stuff like that. That's great. But when you look at 2 hunters versus 2 titans, the way that the spacing is with tether and stuff like that and other things that you have, like if you look at situation after situation after situation, 3v3 seems to be more balanced because there's more opportunities for people to do things. But there's not too many people that you feel like the single individual doesn't make as much of an impact as they could. Like in a 3v3 situation, one person can still carry a team. In a
Very
2v2
true.
situation, one super can wipe a match.
Yeah. What I'm excited about for the Crimson Doubles is because, you know, as you'll see in trials or any sort of elimination type of game mode, when someone dies, they all just camp their, you know, ghosts so they
Yeah.
can't get revived. Why I'm excited about the Broken Heart thing is, you know, if people are going to just sit there and camp your only teammate,
Yeah.
it gives you a leg up to be like, all right, fuck you guys, I'm going to run around. You know?
I'm a demigod. I know exactly where you
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Kaioken!
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Skye, do you have any input on this? Because you are kind of the PvP guy out of the 3 of us.
It's
Yes,
pretty much
this
what
is-
Cody said. I mean, I'm the same way with the loving doubles thing. Like every time doubles comes up, I text him like, dude,
Doubles this week. We
Doubles
got to fuck
this
that
week.
up.
Yeah.
He's usually my doubles partner, and yeah, I love doubles. You know what we need to do next time is do double hunter.
2 hunters?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm all about that.
Oh yeah, Night Stalker all the way, and make sure it's the 3 shadow shot, so we just
Okay.
have 6 arrows.
So let's take a moment let's rewind just really quick and let's talk about our raid experience again.
Again, okay.
5 hunters.
Oh.
And
Oh, that's
one
right.
Titan.
Oh, this-
That was me.
This story, hearing this
One-
earlier was
one
great.
Titan, that was me.
Yeah.
Right? That was the most ridiculous experience of my life. I've never been in a situation where I'm the only Titan. 5 hunters. Everybody had tether. It was disgusting.
It was pretty crazy.
great. Also, we forgot to mention that when we did Daughters, the only reason that we finished Daughters was because we had a warlock at the end of that fight because we switched people out at the end of that fight who self-rised and saved us that
That's right.
kill. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Everybody died at the
Yeah.
end, and then the screen went black, and then he self-res, and then the chest spawned, and we all freaked out.
Oh my
It
god.
was spectacular. I'm sorry, but you guys are
No,
No, that's
with
funny.
The whole
When you
hunter thing.
told me earlier you pop your bubble and then you're just like in and out. One shoots their tether, the other
Yeah.
pops out, shoots their tether, like, hey, throw down your shield, man.
Yeah,
Pow, pow, pow.
it was pretty great. It was really great. It was a good time.
That
For
gave me
sure.
a goofy visual.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for Crimson Doubles. We're all excited. We hope you guys are too. We'd love to hear you guys' opinions on Crimson Doubles as well, so feel free to send us an email to spacepolicepodcast@gmail.com.
Hopefully you're excited just like us, as much as us. 'cause-
If not more.
yeah. I don't think you can
I
anymore.
don't think
Then
we
we
are.
are. Yeah. It's okay.
But all right, so there was another update put out on the 28th from Deej. Matchmaking updates round 2, as it were. And here's what the post says. On Wednesday this week, we deployed some new matchmaking settings to the Iron Banner playlist in Destiny. We talked about this last week a little bit. Since then, we've been listening to your feedback and crunching the numbers. We're ready to deliver updates on what we've learned and the fresh action we're taking to enhance the state of play in the Crucible. Your results may vary. Gotta love the internet, but we're hearing and seeing some good things. Lag is on the decline. Matchups are still close to provide the level of challenge demanded by the Iron Lords. Matchmaking time between games is less than a minute on average. By many accounts, we're taking a step in the right direction, but there is always more room for improvement. The dev team at Bungie has deployed another new set of matchmaking settings. For the time being, they are exclusive to Iron Banner. Once again, Iron Banner is now over, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
it is.
so this is stuff that happened like a few days ago. You may not have even noticed.
Oh, by the way, I told you, Trials actually ended at, what was it, like 12 or 12 in
On Monday
the
night?
morning on
Oh,
Monday
shit,
night?
that
Yeah.
sucks. Anyway, once again, our goals are to further reduce lag. Please be advised that your field of opponents may demonstrate a wider range of skill still within the boundaries of a good game. And that's their opinion. That's probably going to be the point that people draw issue with. Matchmaking may also take slightly longer, all in the interest of delivering a quality match with a good connection. We'll continue to monitor the conversation and keep an eye on the data. These changes are live right now. Suit up in your Iron Banner gear, jump into the fight, and tell us all about your experience. And then they, blah, blah, blah. Game on. It's Bungie. So how did you guys feel the matchmaking quality was in this Iron Banner as it has been in comparison to the last? Because I did. Now that I think about it, it wasn't the point where I was like, oh wow, those matchmaking, like finding groups was super duper fast. Like I didn't think that, but looking back, it was relatively quick and smooth and easy, and I thought that the matches were all pretty well. Like they were close. Most of them were really super duper
Are you
close.
talking about just Iron Banner or
Iron Banner?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay. Well, yeah. I mean,
save
everybody's
the
doing
fact that it was
so
Rift.
it's a lot easier to find people. I think just because everyone's going to want to do Iron Banner.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I didn't really take much notice of it being improved or whatnot, but I wasn't looking either.
Yeah, I always have something to do.
But
in
yeah, I
between
mean,
while
yeah,
I'm
with
waiting.
Rift, it's pretty even because you can the power, the side with advantage or whatever can shift so easily in that game with igniting one rift or what have you. It can be really lopsided in the beginning and just flip flop at the end.
Yeah, we've came back.
Oh yeah,
quite a few
there's been
times.
plenty of times where you're a couple thousand down and then you just blow them up really
Slam
quick.
dunk.
It just works down. You just
Yes.
clear a path to it and bap.
Yeah, fair enough. But the matchmaking stuff that they're saying is, yeah, I mean, more people are playing Iron Banner. That's fine. But they're saying even in comparison to older instances of Iron Banner, did you experience a higher quality of matchmaking, higher quality of connection with people? Like, were less people disconnecting? Like, I didn't experience like any really. I don't remember.
I have it myself, but I mean, I think there was at least one person.
Yeah, but if
or
it's
two.
just
I mean,
one out of the metric shit ton of Iron Banner that Skye Fitch, I know you
They
play.
have improved. Yeah, they have.
Like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And I'm not trying to be a fanboy here. I'm just saying, like, now that I think about it, like, I didn't appreciate it until now I'm looking back and going, oh, yeah, I totally fucking forgot
Yeah.
that they were doing this stuff. Like, yeah, absolutely. They did a good job.
They did a great job.
Yeah,
though.
my
I mean,
experience
like,
was great.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah.
There's still those few though. Oh man, I
Yeah,
don't
you
understand
still-
how it works.
You still bump into the laggy.
It's that
laggy
I don't
enemy
know,
every
it's
now
like
and
some
then.
lag switch
I mean,
Bungie shit.
There's no, oh, yeah, every once in a while somebody just run into a wall and then, oh, yeah. When there was
Yeah,
a
you'd
couple
shoot
of
them and they
instances,
die like 3 seconds later.
There's
Yeah.
a couple of instances where the person that was the runner was the one glitching, and Skye and I had one specific situation where him and I were shooting at a dude who was running into a rock who was the runner. We were like, all right, cool, we got him. Like, when he comes out of lagging, he'll be dead. There's no way. And we just keep shooting him. We put like 2 clips into him or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he disappears, and we turn around because we were right around the corner from our rift.
The rift, yeah.
And he's there and ignites it.
And
And we're
ignites
just like,
it.
are you fucking kidding
Yeah,
me?
that was ridiculous.
And that was like the turning point of the game, too. They won after that.
yeah.
It was bullshit. We were a little upset. But overall, I'm okay with one or two bad. I've been playing online multiplayer games long enough to know and appreciate that when it's as minimal as it is,
Yeah.
that's as good as it's gonna get, and I don't want to ask for too much more,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But
Well, yeah,
yeah,
it's better. So that's all that matters.
yeah.
Yeah, consistently improving.
And just
Yeah.
hope
Keep
all
it
those
up.
people that really like
Thanks,
that
Bungie.
hard
Keep it up, Bungie.
just get kicked.
Yeah,
yeah.
I never really.
High
I never
ping
really
kicks,
have.
man.
Uh-huh.
High ping kicks. We
For
used
sure.
to have that for like a bunch of computer games I used to play. Too much ping, gone.
Yep.
Just gone.
Back in the days of Dota, if you didn't have the most recent version of the map installed, they would just kick you from the lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a good time.
There's a lot in Counter Strike too.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to our next section now that we're done with news. That's it for news, by the way. The next section is Cryptarch's backpack. In the past few weeks, we've talked about, really boring missions and really short missions and yada yada. And so we're going to do 3 in a row right now, really just, quickly. And we're going to use the opportunity to talk about a new setting, a race we haven't talked about, and a location as well. So the first of the 3 missions we're going to be talking about today is the Last Array. The summary of the mission is track down codes to raise an ancient array and connect it to long-lost colonies throughout the solar system. This is actually like a really super cool mission. There's not a lot of things that that can be said about the summary or the importance of it. Like, cool, you open up this array and then you get some stuff from the moon and it's like, oh, you should go to the moon. Like, that's great. But this is like one of the coolest things like that you do as a low level. There's a really cool moment when the array goes up and your ghost's like, oh, the array, it's activating. This is crazy. And then you walk outside to go see it, right? And it's raising off in the distance. And then music starts to play, and then these Hive drop ships just come in, and you're like, fuck me, oh my god. And you have to like defend after wave after
there's
wave.
so many Hive or
So
so many Acolyte or no, not
it's Hive.
Acolytes.
It's
I'm
Hive.
sorry, Hive.
Yeah.
But is there a certain name for them? I don't know.
There's acolytes and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool experience. It's like your first heroic experience as a low level.
It's so much fun.
It's
Taking
really,
on
really
like
neat.
a shit ton of Hive. It's just
Yeah.
like
It's really,
I feel
really
like
cool.
fucking Rambo.
Yeah.
Rambo over here.
Just need that headband, man.
I played this mission in year 1 and it was impossibly difficult. It was very hard.
All the missions in year 1 by yourself were difficult.
Yes, they certainly
God
certainly
damn,
were.
dude.
Yeah. But there's really not much else to say about this mission. The importance of it is that you raise this array, you defend it from Hive, and then it turns out like, oh, why were the Hive attacking me? It's because you're getting stuff from the moon, and then you need to go there, and that's where the Hive are. So that leads into the next mission, the Dark Beyond.
The Dark Beyond.
Follow
The trail.
of a Guardian who went dark searching for a way into the Hive fortress. You eventually find out that that Guardian is dead. Rip.
Sorry, dog.
Rip. Yeah.
That's fine. Sorry, buddy.
Pour one out for the homie.
But let's take this opportunity to talk about the moon because this is the first mission on the first planet that you go to after Earth.
I'm sorry, did you just say planet?
I mean,
Yeah.
location.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's
Forgive
the
me.
moon.
Forgive me.
Come on.
I'm sorry. It's the first location to go to besides Earth. I suppose I
Yay.
can't just say planet because there's the moon and the reef.
Also, Saturn is just a ship.
Yeah, but it's still Saturn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the rings of Saturn,
Yeah, but
Dreadnought.
which is pretty metal. If you know what rings of Saturn is.
so the moon, the way that it's described on the wiki, which is pretty concise, like many other planets and moons during Destiny, the ruins of humanity's golden age, as well as alien structures inhabited by enemy species, can be found on the surface. The moon is classified by the city as a forbidden zone, as early exploration attempts have proven too dangerous. Early after the collapse of the Golden Age, which if you're not sure what that is, the Golden Age is the age of time that is described as when the traveler first came to the Earth, was active and imbued us with a bunch of like
The
forward-
humanity's pinnacle.
Yeah, everybody was like
Everyone's
immortal.
like, shit, dude,
Right.
we're gonna make shit on Venus. We're gonna do all this sick shit.
Yeah.
And then
aliens show up.
And then we got fucked. The darkness is like, nah,
Yeah.
Nah.
nah, we're taking it back.
Nah, yeah.
Losers, nerds.
And then the collapse is when the traveler goes away, and
Yeah,
we're all
when it
just like
died.
learning how to funnel light and like holding together basically
With
for
its
warmth
last
in the
breath,
dark.
it gave us all those cute little flying balls.
That are now going to be made out of chocolate.
Yeah, I can't wait to eat 'em.
Early after the collapse of the Golden Age, the Hive invaded and took hold of great portions of the moon. They're still there. After the establishment of the city and the Vanguard, humanity made a disastrous attempt to retake their former colony. The Hive, led by Crota, who is Oryx's son, inflicted tremendous losses on the Guardians present, resulting in the Vanguard's abandonment of the of the offensive. Thank you. Any expedition to the moon was no longer sanctioned by the Vanguard, and for centuries the Hive were left to their own devices, tunneling deep beneath the lunar surface and constructing an enormous network of catacombs. The Hive's deployment of Cedars on Earth, launched from the moon, has forced the Vanguard to rescind their decision to principally avoid lunar territory. Fearing further incursion, the Vanguard have begun sanctioning strikes against key Hive personnel and assets. So it might not seem like a big deal in the storyline and questline that you're going to the moon, but actually it's pretty huge. Like they don't send people there. It's basically a suicide mission. And that's what they consider
except for, when it's you.
Right, it's you and when you load in, there's a bunch of other people hopping around and floating around and shooting lightning down at aliens and shit.
Yeah, that whole catacomb or everything in there is pretty metal to me. I think it looks awesome.
It does look really cool.
It's really cool how they did the artwork on it.
All Hive architecture is pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
I'm a big
very
fan.
very cool.
So when you guys first got to the moon, what were your initial reactions?
It was actually my favorite planet for most of the time, I guess.
A location?
Yeah.
Not a planet.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, bitch.
Yes, I got to call
I forgot
Skye on
you
it.
guys.
I feel like I'm justified now.
Fuck you. Let's take you guys to astrology.
Well,
class.
anyways,
Astronomy. Oh, I just shot myself in the foot. I'm a dick.
Leo? Libra?
I don't know. I liked
Taurus?
it a lot.
Sagittarius?
Where's
really
Mo?
nice.
Where's Mo to read our horoscopes? Shout out to Michael Mo.
Our goofy coworker. Yeah, but the moon is pretty cool. It's a little bit dry color scheme wise. I mean, the Cosmodrome is pretty colorful. It's pretty neat. It's nowhere near Venus. Venus is ridiculous. The color palette is all over the fucking place, and we'll get there eventually. But the moon is pretty much what you'd expect. It has a bunch of
pretty yellow.
It's
For the Venus.
yeah, Venus is pretty yellow.
Are you talking about the moon there for a second? I like.
I'm
the moon.
colorblind.
I
Okay.
like the moon. It's like bright
kidding.
green. It's
I like
crazy.
the moon.
So the moon is pretty cool.
It's made of cheese.
The neat thing about it too is that if you look around and stuff, and you climb architecture, and you just climb stuff, you can find like dead astronauts.
I know what
pretty
you.
sick.
I've seen
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, you got all
yeah.
like the decaying.
That's
like,
really cool,
structures
though.
and all
It's
that.
so cool.
I like. You start off pretty much just in like a crater.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. I like the moon. I like how it's like bland but interesting at the same time. I like
Yeah.
all the textures. I
Yeah.
really like the textures of like the ground and all of that. And everything's abandoned. And you got those bitch ass fallen and those
Yeah.
bitch ass hive.
It legitimately
They're all like level 6.
feels like it legitimately feels like what they describe, that it was a settlement. You get there, you feel isolated, you feel alone, and then everywhere you look, all this stuff that was previously human has been taken over and infested with either fallen or
Fallen.
hive.
Yeah, mostly
Yeah.
fallen. throughout
Mostly
the whole-
fallen.
yeah.
Fallen will scavenge the stuff.
Fallen's pretty much on top. When you go inside anywhere underneath
Yeah.
the layer or the
or
whatever.
near an entrance to an underground area.
Yeah.
you'll
Beneath
find
the
hive.
crust.
beneath the
As it-
moon's crust,
as it were. Yes.
Crust.
Yeah. So that leads us into, we keep talking about these catacombs and shit, leads us to the third story mission and final story mission we're going to be talking about today for Cryptarch's Backpack. It is the world's grave. Descend into the Hellmouth to a hive library which holds ancient secrets they have ripped from Earth. Crazy.
Wow.
Let's talk about the Hellmouth, shall we? What the hell is the Hellmouth? Skye didn't know, and he's finished this game up to level 40 on 3 characters. The Hellmouth, a location in oceans of storms. Sorry, in the ocean of storms on the moon, which is a place you can go visit. Take pictures. Is the main entrance to the vast hive catacombs that run beneath the surface.
That place is pretty sweet, though.
It's pretty neat.
That's also another place that has
They
really
use
cool
it for
artwork.
multiple missions. Every single time you go deeper
They
and
do.
deeper.
Well, there's
and
so many
deeper.
different sections
and
in
I
it.
feel like yes, this is true. Your ghost every single time is like, remember the Hellmouth? We have to go deeper. Hey, remember that last time we went deeper? We have to go a little bit deeper this time. Hey, remember there's a sword in there, but it's like super deep in there,
super
man.
deep,
It's
yeah.
like crazy deep in
Might
there.
have to go a little bit left.
Just
a little bit left to the
funny
deep
part
side.
is every once in a while you actually just do turn around and take a different path, and it leads you to a different ending.
Yeah.
It's crazily taken over by the Hive. The Hellmouth dominates the area that we were just talking about, a gaping pit filled with a greenish miasma and ringed with structures from both the recent Hive resurgence and the Golden Age human activity. So as you go into the Hellmouth and you look around, you'll be like, wow, this looks crazy alien. And every once in a while you'll trip over something like, that looks really human. What the hell is that doing here? It's because it's been repurposed by the Hive in some sort of fashion. So the Hellmouth is basically, in simple terms, an entrance to a manageable area that you can explore of like the Hive tunnel network underneath the moon.
A deep diaphragm.
Yeah.
Right.
You got it, man. It's pretty cool, but you go back there multiple times on different story missions. But this is the first one that actually like features it. But hey, we've been talking about the Hive for a while now. Cody, why don't you tell us what the Hive actually are?
The Hive. Oh, boy. All right. Well, Chris.
Please tell me.
Let me
Enlighten me.
enlighten you
Please.
on the Hive. The Hive are an impossibly ancient race that battled humanity at the end of their golden age. They most prominently reside on the moon, where they turn page.
Page 2.
Have burrowed deep within its lifeless core, carving out a kingdom for themselves.
Hence the Hellmouth.
Oh, the Hellmouth.
Mm-hmm.
They have been silent and buried among many dark and terrible secrets, staying there for centuries while growing stronger. Oh no, that sounds spooky.
It is. Woo!
They serve as a reminder of the tremendous power that brought forth the collapse. Dun dun
Their
dun.
vast numbers are basically just terrifying as fuck.
Yeah.
Also, when thralls come screaming at you for the first time, you're
Yeah,
like,
they're-
"Oh my
Yeah.
lord,
The
what
Hive
is
are
going on?"
fucking.
The first time I saw that, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Like I was like, "Oh, this is a scary game." Okay. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be like Resident Evil style." What the
creepy,
fuck?
Yeah.
creepy bug people. That's what the
Yeah,
Hive
and then,
are.
and then you realize they don't do anything. They
No,
just scratch
they're just
at you, and
like,
they're
yeah.
just like, and they're just like, okay, bop, and just pop them in the
Unless-
schnoz, and they blow up. Yeah.
Unless you're doing the first stage of Crota's End. Then they're creepy
Yes.
again.
Then they're terrifying,
Yeah.
and it's fun as fuck.
Oh, it's a blasty
it's
blast.
a really, really good time.
Speak of good artwork and all that stuff. That place
The
looks
level design
amazing.
is incredible.
Yeah.
So cool. I took so
It
many
really, really is.
screenshots out of
Oh,
that.
did you? It's
Oh, yeah.
beautiful. It is
It is.
beautiful and terrifying. Yeah, so that's pretty much an introduction to the Hive, the moon, a lot of the great set pieces and stuff. As we move forward, if we get these smaller missions like we've been doing, we'll group them together like this again, so we actually have something substantial to talk about instead of stretching it out. We're going to start stringing in strikes when they're appropriate and stuff like that too. Let us know how you feel Cryptarch's Backpack was this week. Send us an email to spacepolicepodcast@gmail.com if you liked this format better. This show is still growing and changing, and we'd like you to be an impact as our active listeners.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, speaking of impact from active listeners, the new section, so the next section we're going into is Hall of Guardians. Last week's question was, what is your least favorite weapon and why? And I would love to know what you guys thought about that, but nobody responded. So, I mean, it was kind of a lame question. I get that. That's fair.
Yeah.
Wow. Fuck you, Cody. My God. This is a nice, supportive... Skye, I swear to God. This is a nice, supportive environment. We're supposed to be helping each other along, man. We're all learning together
okay.
here.
Yeah.
It's okay. No, don't do that. No. All right. This week's question, I crafted this question with those of you who were like, oh, that last week's question wasn't worth answering. This one is totally worth answering. I'm excited to hear what your answers are. What was the first experience you had that made you realize how much you enjoy Destiny? So the first time you were like, holy shit, I love this game, or oh my God, that was so cool, I plan on playing this game, or that looked awesome, I'm glad I experienced that, I want to do it again, and I want to get good at this game. Stuff like that. Or like, here's another good example. I want to play this game with my friends. I want them to experience this with me. What moment made you first realize that?
Well, I'm hoping it's the same for Skye, because it was pretty much when he got the game and we started playing it, and just playing multiplayer in general is what sucked me into Destiny, and the Taken King update, because it was like, wow, they
yeah.
made this way better.
Yeah, they did.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much just when Skye got the game. So that's when I started to play it with friends, because I never played it with another person like that I knew.
Well, I played
the
it for a little bit, and I
360.
had to convince you to get it. You're like, I don't know, and then you like saw
The
a couple
Taken King,
things,
that
and
is.
watched it. You're like, all right, I have to.
Well, that's
fucking
because
do this now.
then I because they had the update, and then I could finally pop my level up. I could get some more experience again.
You level up really fast, so
And then I hit that cap, and
Yeah.
it wasn't long until I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to buy the expansion. And
Mm-hmm.
this is where it's brought me to today.
Yeah.
Doing a podcast about it.
Indeed. But yeah, really just generally the social experience.
Okay. So no specific thing, but a lot of little experiences that made the game kind of a centerpiece of
But yeah,
enjoyment.
because there's a lot of things I didn't even get to really fully experience before I started playing multiplayer anyway.
Right.
Like Skye and I did the arena for the first time.
Yeah.
That was fun. Very
Yeah.
fun. That was really
That
cool.
was one of the things I would say was like, oh well, this is such a better experience when you're playing with another person. On
Yep.
top of how they improved on the game as a whole.
Right.
We didn't do the whole Skullhouse like the whole.
No, we
the
only
main-
did the beginning.
Yeah, we didn't do that till like what 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, we didn't. We
Yeah.
never came back to finish it, to
No,
get our
we didn't.
revenge after we got our
Yeah.
butts kicked for like.
No,
3
we
No,
did.
we could have
No,
beat
we-
it, but I had to go. I think. That's
No,
what
we
it was.
did. We did go do it because remember you guys got to the end and got your shaders in the ship.
No, yeah, I'm saying 3 weeks ago, but before that.
Oh,
you're
before
talking
that.
Before
about.
that, yeah, the time that we
Yeah.
did before, we were like 260, 270.
Yeah, we didn't have a high
we
enough.
We
Yeah.
just kept failing and failing and failing.
Yeah.
It got so close, and then Skye had to leave.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then we didn't come back to it until much later when we were all like 300.
Yeah, and I'm
plus.
like, fuck this
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, it was
Done.
really easy.
It was too
So
really
fast.
easy. Yeah.
But it was well worth it. We got some cool stuff.
Oh yeah, it was well earned for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, it was a good time.
Not bad. So Skye.
Yeah, Skye.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The real question is, what I don't like about this game is because I really just love everything. I really
All right,
like
but
a lot of things.
What
So
was
was
everything
first
threw
thing?
me at first. I don't know. I'd say honestly, at first was the mechanics of it, how smooth it was, on shooting, moving around, and it reminded me a lot like Halo and stuff. But when I went into PvP, just like messing around with that with specials and all that stuff, how they did it. They balanced it out so good, made me stuck. I was like, "This is amazing! I love how smooth this is. I love the
Yeah.
feeling of killing somebody with a headshot or some
with
rocket
my bare
launcher.
hands and
Yes.
they can't escape my
Just
basement.
choking
It's
them
just
to death.
Watching
Yeah.
the life drain from their eyes.
Oh, it's so satisfying. Oh, it's so great. But
Stop
yeah, pretty much the mechanics to PvP. PvP probably brought me in the most, I guess.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
that's true.
Because when I first
Especially
got
you.
it, though, when I first got it, year one, and then I played it a lot, finished the story, and then all I did was PvP for like a couple months.
Yeah,
And then I sold it because I was like, this is boring because nobody wants to play with me.
right.
And,
Yeah, yeah. And this game is only rewarding when you play with other people, basically.
and it was a totally
Well,
different game
more
back
so.
then, too.
It was.
So,
It was. Good. And that
Yeah.
actually is a good segue into my answer. So I'm not going to consider the first time that I played it when I played year one, but I'm actually going to make it when it was Taken King stuff because I wasn't hooked. I didn't enjoy the game as much as I do now until I started playing
Yes.
Taken King.
It took us so long
It did.
to twist your arm and
Yeah.
sucker you into it with
Yeah,
us.
I don't even remember what the
I just remember you came through work and you're like, check it out, bitches. You had your new headset.
I came through
and
the
your copy.
drive-through. I came through the drive-through because I knew Cody was on drive-through. I'm like, hey, grab Skye really quick. Is that all right? They came over and I held up my copy of the game and held up my fucking new headset. I'm like, all right, boys, when you get home, we're gonna play.
I got too excited. I almost peed my pants. I was like,
It's a good time. It's a good time. But when I first started up the Taken King, that opening cinematic and everything made me take that game so much more seriously than year one ever did. I really liked the sound design. I really liked the soundtrack. I love all the music. I've always loved Bungie's
definitely.
music. All that stuff is gorgeous. That's great. But the cinematic for Taken King, the opening one, is so good. Then it made me buy into it. I'm like, okay, well, I'm at least going to hit level cap. I'm at least going to try the raid and stuff. And I did, and it hooked me just enough that it's got me to play everything else. And since then, I've had multiple situations and moments of time where I've thought to myself, holy shit, I love this game. The first time that we finished the raid and we killed Oryx, and Skye and I are just sitting and like Snapchatting our screams like fucking idiots and saying to Cody to try to make him pissed off. Like, that was such a fun time.
It was.
I
I couldn't even
great.
tell. When I looked at that, I was like, what the fuck am I
is that?
looking at?
Yeah.
This is a splotch.
I think
they won, I guess.
I don't know. I think Skye's said he's dead, and mine was Rip Oryx, and you're like, I didn't
Yeah,
get it until you said Rip Oryx.
Well, yeah, I mean, clearly I got that it was done, but like the picture itself, because he had already drifted so far out in his face, I was like, what the fuck is that
because
splotch?
we didn't think to take a picture of it
Yeah.
until like 30 seconds later. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, he's all the way out there. We're like zooming in on our
Yeah.
phones. These little pixelated fucking dead Oryx going away. Yeah, I mean, like, that's really fun. And then, like,
It's very satisfying.
we did the raid again, and it was kind of the same thing, but wasn't as good as the first time, right? It's never as good as the first time.
Oh, no.
But last night, hard mode had some of those moments again. It was really, really great. And there's nothing like when we do like a perfect trials run, the three of us, like the perfect round, you know? And we're just like, oh, that was great. We feel badass. We didn't have to talk very much. We just performed perfectly, stuff like that. Like, there's so much satisfaction to be found and garnered from this game. And every once in a while, I find myself leaning back and going, this is a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I'm experiencing this. I'm glad that it's another venue for me to hang out with my friends.
Actually, another really awesome thing about that game is you can get surprised, like, out of nowhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, there's always something you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah, what is that?
What? I have to go get that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, we could probably talk for a long time about the sort of stuff that we love and that we like from this game. But if we want to hear your thoughts as well. So again, the question is, what was the first experience you had that made you realize how much you enjoy Destiny? Go ahead and answer the question on the Facebook posting, the Twitter posting, or send us an email to spacepolicepodcast@gmail.com. The Facebook, just look for Space Police Podcast. On Twitter, it's at Space Police Show. We'll talk about that stuff again at the end of the show right quick. All right, so let's move into our last section before mailbag, which we won't have any mail this week. So this is going to be our last section. New level 40 advice. We're going to talk about finding a group, the tools you can use, and the etiquette you should use in order to maintain a positive grouping experience. Let's talk specifically about raid group construction, because that's the part that we're probably we're most familiar with. So let's. I mean, most of the time I'm the one that's putting together the groups because I'm the one that's using the LFG site that we use together. So first things first, the tool that I use to make raid group for us is DestinyLFG.com. It's pretty cool. You get to filter people out there looking for group, looking for members, yada yada. Send them messages on that website, and get
It's really simple too.
It's super simple.
Simple.
It's very useful, and the most
I've
important
used it
thing,
once, yeah.
the most important thing is that lots of people use it, and that's why it's useful.
It's great.
Right. So I'd recommend going there.
They have something else on the Destiny app too.
Do they really?
Yeah. There's something on there you can look at. It's on a forum or something like that, and there's like a bunch of people like saying what they need for each group and stuff like that.
I'm sure there's a
and you just
forum
message
for
it. But I don't think it's as fast as
It's probably
Destiny
not,
LFG.
yeah.
So.
Plus, Destiny LFG is really great because you can use it on your computer while you're next to your Xbox, and you can just switch between the two pretty flawlessly without having to tab in and out or whatever. Even if you're just using your phone for the Destiny app. But let's talk this next part. The other half of the equation is the etiquette part. So once you've found people and you're inviting them to the group, you're in open dialogue with them. They're getting into your group, right? What are the sort of things, like, how do you approach these new people in a way that maintains a positive experience and you know you're gonna have fun with these people?
Well, one of the first giveaways for me is if they even say shit or not when they join. Because when you know that when someone joins and they barely talk, like we've had a couple, like the experience one time when we were doing the raid, I don't remember the guy's name, but he couldn't talk because his fan just kept blowing into the mic and there was people around him or whatever.
Yeah.
But he was the guy, who didn't know what he was doing and didn't speak up and let us know that he didn't know what he was doing and stuff like that.
Right.
Whereas other people, they join and, when they're very forward, they're just like, hey guys, how's it going? Like, they just ask like simple questions like, oh, where are you guys from or whatever like that. You kind of get a preview that it's going to work a lot smoother because, I don't know, if you just get along with them socially, just, from shitting around for a couple minutes.
Right.
It's like just the whole the group cohesiveness. You just, I don't know. It's like kind of those better left unsaid things, I guess. Like everyone just kind of gets it when like you guys can talk a little bit and get to know each other, opposed to playing with like the people that are a little more quiet and stuff because they want to get it done, but it doesn't go as smoother because there's a lack of communication.
It's also nice to
comfortability,
throw in, like a joke or something,
yeah,
like a laugh in there to see
can,
the humor and how
Yeah, I mean,
you can get together. Or
we had that one the one Englishman telling us about the was that Alaskan pole or whatever. God,
what we talked about the other week.
Yeah,
that was great.
Was that the raid you guys did without me? And I don't remember that happening.
I don't know if we did it without you. It might have been when you were gone. Were you with us? The one with the Australian guy?
Have we ever done a raid without him?
No, I don't think we've
ever
never done
a
one
raid
without.
It
was
really?
You were gone because we needed someone else, and it was the one because there was the guy from Australia, and then there was the English guy who didn't. He was like almost 320 or whatever.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and
he was a real good.
And then there was the one guy because the Australian guy was like, do you have a lot of free time, don't you? And that other guy,
that's right.
That guy, he didn't say a word and backed out right away and went to Killer Instinct. Yeah, the guy was talking about the cracker thing. Everyone get around the jizz on the cracker and the loser's got to eat it. And
soggy cracker.
Like, have you guys ever heard of the Alaskan fishing pole or something like that? And I'm like, no, dude, I have no idea what that means. And he's like, oh, well, you shit in a condom, freeze it, and stick it up your butt. And he dragged it out a little bit. Get a little bit more finesse with his storytelling.
Right. I mean,
so it made it so much better.
And about as much finesse as you can have when you're talking about a frozen poop dildo. But
surprisingly, it helps if you're Australian.
Yeah,
no, he was English.
Oh, if you're English, yeah, whatever, either or. But okay. All right. Yeah, the thing about Destiny LFG is that it's great. It'll match you with the sort of people that you need, but it won't necessarily tell you anything about their temperament. Like, you don't know if they're good sports. You don't know if they're going to be tryhards. You don't know if they're going to get salty if you wipe for a dumb mistake, or if you have a friend with you that, is learning, and so you're trying to teach them and stuff like that. Like, that stuff doesn't really get conveyed, So, Skye, what about you? What are your preferences for when somebody joins? Like, how do you feel them out?
Like I was saying to Cody, I don't know, I would say put a good laugh out there just to see if the humor is there for them to be, to relate to you guys. Because if you can be more comfortable around all the other people, then that's what makes it.
It's definitely
better.
Good to have that humor aspect when someone fucks up. And it's
like, I feel like,
just make a laugh about it.
Just call him a fucking idiot, and then we'll just be like, just kidding, dude.
I feel like, especially with the three of us, what we tend to do, we might not even be like aware that we do this, but we give each other like a little bit of shit, kind of like preliminarily.
Oh fuck!
Before
this guy, Cody, man, you're the true asshole.
Before we even really start anything,
I love you, baby.
We just kind of like flex our like, oh yeah, the three of us are really close friends muscles, and like if they gel with it or if they don't, like pretty much like decides on how well we're gonna work with them with the rest of the raid. And we've worked with people that are not cool with that, and that's fine because we're fine with it, but. It's so much better because we've found a couple of people that we've played with that are really, really neat, like-minded individuals that match our playstyle perfectly, and that's just the sort of game. I mean, we have a nice benefit because Destiny is kind of more of a mature game to begin with. Yeah, so it attracts more mature people. So there's more adults. I mean, like, there's kids playing, but actually, I've played with a lot of younger people. They're not even I wouldn't even call them children. They're just young adults that have high pitched voices. Yeah, sure, whatever. But they've handled themselves maturely. They're great.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime we play, I like because you never talk into your.
It was actually the first time I ran into Squeakers was last night.
Like
I've never
you would actually consider Squeakers.
Yeah.
That's
the first time I've ever.
I remember that you and I specifically have played with a few kids that were just really great.
Oh,
they were still just fun. Yeah. But you don't even think about it then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never really do. I personally, anytime we play, it's always with. We usually play with people that are around our age or like 30s and stuff like that. A lot of times we'll play with like
Thanks
dads.
For reminding me.
Like, oh yeah, that's my wife and kids or whatever. I'll be right back. I got to make sure the kids are asleep.
There was a raid that Skye and I did. I don't think we talked about this on the show, but the three of us work at Starbucks, And at the end of there was one girl in this raid, and she was super chill. And at the end of the raid, Skye and I we were doing orcs, so we were wiping a few times or whatever. Skye and I were talking about work and stuff like that, and she's like, are you guys, we got a couple of partners in here? That's what we call each other at Starbucks, we're partners. And we're like, yeah, we work at Starbucks and stuff. She's like, oh my God, where? We're like, Illinois. She's like, oh, I'm in Seattle. We're like, oh, the Mecca. Oh, that's crazy. Oh my God. Starbucks. and she turned out to be
the Holy Land.
She turned out to be a store manager.
From
Seattle, and we just like connected about Starbucks. It was the craziest thing. It was so.
Also,
cool.
her husband was playing in that raid with us.
Oh yeah,
it was her and her husband.
Yeah, they played as a
he
couple.
got a winner there.
It was
That's so awesome.
It's really really neat. Yeah. You just meet the craziest people. It's really really interesting. So I suppose what's a good, if you could give one piece of advice for somebody that's trying to get into raiding and has a hard time trying to find groups and stuff, what's one piece of advice you could give them to like kind of help that process along?
Destiny LFG.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
pretty much it. You can also find people at the tower if you wanted to.
Okay.
You can go up and ask them or invite them to the party or
Yep.
whatever. Or you can do it anywhere. You can do it on the moon. You can do it on Venus if you really wanted to, or like or PvP even after the match. Or something
definitely
like that. I got invited
quickest and smoothest.
I've gotten invited to trials after a PvP match.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I've used LFG also for trials. That was actually the only time I've ever used LFG, Destiny LFG, was to find some people for trials.
Oh, okay.
So I did it with 2 other guys.
Yeah,
and
that's a way to do it.
Yeah.
I would say my main piece of advice. These are the two covered using LFG and stuff like that. But once you're in a group, I feel like the best policy to take along is if you don't know something, be pretty honest and upfront about not knowing how to do it.
Oh, definitely.
please.
Because people would rather know that you don't know a certain fight, and if try to show your competency up front. Be like, okay, I know these 2 facets of War Priest, but I'm not quite sure how this other thing works. Did you explain it really quick before we start? Because I don't want us to wipe, or whatever. Like, say stuff like that.
Yeah.
You don't have to be. Don't apologize for not knowing.
Yeah,
just explain.
Everyone's been there, so like, no one
it's fine.
cares. Like people, I guess people might be
willing.
self-conscious because it's like, ooh, I don't know what I'm doing. They're
Most
gonna,
of the time
they're gonna think
people
I'm a loser. It's
Yeah,
like,
you're not less of a
like,
person.
oh no, dude. Yeah, I remember that. It was shitty not knowing what to do. This is what you do. We'll, give it a couple tries till you
it's
get
fine.
it.
It's
Most
fine.
people are excited to actually explain it to other
Right?
people.
Yeah. Everybody
Everyone's
likes
like,
it.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, this is what this happened.
Time to share our knowledge with you. And if you don't know where the secret chest is after this, I'd love to show you that too.
Yeah, it's right over here.
Everybody likes helping each other out in this game. It's a lot of fun. Generally, just be honest, be nice, have a good time. Yes, and plus, if these people are going to give you shit for not knowing stuff, you don't want to raid with them anyway.
Yeah, they're just dickbags anyway.
There's other people.
They're
you'd
just
rather
like
raid
Cody.
with.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
they're just like Cody, the worst.
Yeah. Why don't you learn to jump, Skye?
Deceivingly handsome. Anyway,
I got my boots.
that's.
Me too.
I think that's it for the show. Any closing thoughts, boys?
Cha-cha-cha.
Send us emails, please, because this is where the mailbag
Please.
section would go. Again, our email address is spacepolicepodcast@gmail.com. That's it.
All right.
All right. So if you want to follow us on Twitter, we're at Space Police Show. Visit our main website at www.warfinch.com. You can visit our Patreon page. It's patreon.com/warfinch again. Please subscribe to us on iTunes and or any of your other podcasting apps. We would love to get your support there. And if you feel like you'd like to leave us a review, we wouldn't say no. We wouldn't be upset about that. Actually, we'd appreciate
I'd
that.
be quite excited.
That'd be pretty great.
Real
Some
excited.
feedback.
Because currently right now on iTunes, we haven't gotten any reviews or feedback. Really, if this is the opportunity, this is the point in time. I've done a lot of new shows and stuff like this. I'm really excited about this one. Not only because 2 really great friends of mine, new faces, podcasting for the first time, and picking up really quickly. That's exciting for me personally. But also, this is exciting because this show is kind of still in its malleable stage. This is your opportunity to impact this show. So if you like Destiny and you like the show and you want the show to be more than it is or different than it is, let us know. Really.
Please.
Yeah,
Facebook,
let us-
Twitter, email. Do it.
We're all
Let us
about
know
you
if,
guys.
Yeah.
you like us or if you just think we sound like a bunch of sweaty nerds. Either way.
Either way, it's a respond.
Please. And that's going to do it then. Yeah.
Alright.
Thanks for listening, making this part of your week. We'll see you guys next time.
Until next time.
Farewell.
See ya.